subscribe if you enjoy this. Basically just coming across up to my delivery. This isn't going to be like a part 2 of my Italy trip. This is just going to be another video, just another in the day of me. So I was just coming along and just caught this little bridge that goes over this river. There'll be a little snippet just in a second of us going over. Planning on trying to do some shopping at this Euro Spa on the right of us. I saw some lorries there on the time we came round here the other week. So yeah, so we're going to see how that goes, and then we're going to basically make our way up to my collection in Italy, and then just back to the UK. Probably not going to be a lot exciting going on, but like I thought I'd start this little video so that if I do see anything, then I can sort of put it into place. That it didn't just come out of nowhere. So yeah, so this is the start of the next video, and if you want to see any sort of other videos of me trucking around or exploring or anything, just head over to my page, and there's plenty on there now. Well, it's getting pretty good to be fair. I'm enjoying it. We went out at the weekend, so just yesterday, exploring around Italy, and that was good fun. What my plan is this week is I hope to try and get a video just solely dependent on the crossing. So I'll be crossing at the end of the week from from France into Dover. So what I'm going to do is concentrate purely on the crossing itself. So anyone who doesn't know about how to use the boats, how to use the customs, all that sort of stuff. So I'll try and get a breakdown of what we're doing there and that process. So that'll be a video on its own. So because when I started off European driving, I always checked out online and YouTube on like how to do things and stuff like that, and there wasn't videos of like this is only going back a year, and I couldn't find videos of going and actually like doing the things that you needed to do. So for example, that's a pretty cool sign. But yeah, for example, going and getting the train or getting the boat, there was never any connections with them all, like, so you could actually like go and watch exactly that. So I'm going to do that for you guys, so that for anyone, any future truckers out there, yeah, there's a man in the road. The pavement the other side, so nobody's using that side. But yeah, so we're just going to basically do a couple of those videos, and next time I'm on the train I'll do the same sort of thing on the train. I've done the train one before and I've done a bit of the boat, but obviously not their own videos, so they'll probably be around 15-20 minutes, and it'll just be a video explaining. It might not be for everyone, but yeah, we'll get that done. Look at this van, it's got telemoves on it. Flashy LED, orange LEDs. So yeah, like I say, we're just heading up. We're about half an hour away from our collection. We're going to be a few hours early, but my plan is to try and get a 3-hour break in so that it's a split day. It's always good to be early in case they can get us in, and if they can't get us in, at least we haven't used a 15-hour day. So we're basically just going to get up there as soon as possible, get parked up, go in, check in. If it takes 3 hours to wait for them, it takes 3 hours. So yeah, that is the 4th Fiat Panda that I've seen this morning. I really want one. I don't know if any of you guys are familiar, or even any of you have got one, but they do a 4x4 version of a Fiat Panda, and there's a Fiat Panda's owners club for these 4x4s in the UK, and they take them all off-roading and that. But they're not cheap. They're like 3 or 4 grand for a Fiat Panda 4x4. I've still not actually seen one over here. I've only ever seen, well, to be fair, some of them could have been them, but I haven't looked close enough because I've only seen them in passing and driving and stuff. Yeah, I've just realised that I've started this video and haven't even got the mic plugged in, so it might be horrendous. It's a hard one with the mic because I sort of have the phone in the phone mount, and then if I see something I just chuck the video recording and then I start talking. It's not really like, I don't know what's coming up, so I don't plan for there to be me talking, etc. So yeah, hopefully you guys can hear me. I haven't got my AirPods in. I've literally just got the microphone on the phone, so you can probably hear the background noise. You possibly even be able to hear the fridge. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, we're just, like I say, gonna go for a little bit of a jolly this week and see how we get on. So I shall catch you guys in a bit. I've got the GoPro on the time lapse, so yeah, you'll probably see that as well after this as well.
Love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up, it's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal.
Well guys, if you have seen any of my other videos, you would have seen that I always go on about getting my drone out when I have any opportunity. And I was parked up, sat here for 3 hours, and I was like, oh, they're going to call at some point because they ring to say that you should come into your collection and all that. So I was sort of sat here and I was like, no, I'll get out and do it, I'll do it. And then I was like, no, I'm just going to get out and do it, and they can wait if it comes to it. So I got out and I got the drone up, and there's this place just up here that is actually called, they call it a beach, but there's not a lot of water running through all the rivers, which makes a lot of sense now. Earlier on in this video, obviously there was not a lot of water further downstream, but it seems to be that they're obviously blocking it all off and keeping it up here, as you can see in this little video of us flying over the top. I drive over this bridge once we leave this place, so hopefully we'll be able to get some footage of us actually going over it. Last time we went over it, it was obviously pitch black, so we didn't actually see any of this. I just can't get over the colours of the waters, but it's insane. Imagine like living in that little house there. It's probably not a house, it's probably just some sort of dam stuff, but yeah. Apologies for the joltiness of the the drone footage, but I haven't flown it in a while, so I was just getting used to flying it again. You can basically have it on cinematic or sport mode, but the battery was dying at this point because I hadn't charged it, so I just whacked it in sport mode just to fly it back as quick as I could, because it was trying to tell me that it was returning to home. I've only ever used that feature once, and it's pretty good, but like I'd rather just, I know that I'm controlling it, so I'd rather fly it back in the time that I've got rather than it run out of battery and I lose it. But you can see all the vineyards on the left, and you can see all the farms and all that sort of stuff. And as we're coming up to now, we're coming up to the big factory. We're on the left hand side, parked in that lorry park. Our trucks are one furthest to the left of the screen now with the big black bonnet. Good afternoon. We are finally loaded and we are on the road. We've got to follow the lorry route out, and yeah, basically once we follow the lorry route out, we should go past the bridge that you would have just previously seen. We'll go over that bridge. I put the camera on the wide angle, which is what I've normally done. Someone commented about the suction cup being distracted. So I'm going to look into trying to get a mount where you can't actually see that. Now I've tried to move it as far as possible, but I don't know if it's now wiggling too much. So I'm going to just try and adjust that a second, because obviously the issue you're going to have is if you see less suction cup, then you're going to see, what's the word I'm looking for? Then it's going to wobble more because the phone's not in the holder that much. So yeah, so we got to go up and down these bits through the mountain to be able to get off the mountain, because it's one way up, one way down. As if you saw in my last video, you would have seen me coming through slightly in the dark, but thankfully it's still light. It's only just light because obviously it took so long for them to load me, which is really annoying, that we're only going to have a few hours to run this evening, but we know the area now, so fingers crossed we'll be able to get through. It'd be nice if we weren't in a lorry, we could just turn right here and we could just cut across the mountains and stuff, the Alps and all that sort of things, across to Switzerland and all that sort of stuff. That would be a really nice drive in a car and that, but obviously in the lorry, it's not something that's doable. Does he let me out? Thank you very much, sir. Maybe would flash me out. I wasn't sure if he actually flashed me out or he just saw me edge over the line and then panicked and thought I was going to pull out on him, but he was turning anyway. So, but yeah, so this is a really nice area. I do like this bit of it at least. So it's quite like open. Obviously you've got the mountains to the right of us and behind us now, and then you've got like, it is big, one big hill to be fair, but you've got all the vineyards and all that sort of stuff. There's not a lot really going on up here, no shops, those sort of things. We are going to be going past that shop I mentioned earlier on again, so if it's open I may pop in there. I basically, what I did was when I went out at the weekend, my fridge, being a Scania, turns off after 24 hours, and obviously I was gone all weekend. I completely forgot that it was going to do this, so obviously that's led to then all my fresh food, my raw chicken and all that sort of stuff is not so great now. Probably would have been alright if it was only a couple of hours, but the fact that it's been like a day and a half after it would have turned off isn't great. So yeah, so we're just coming down now. On the left is to where that bridge is. You can see the water on the right. It's as blue as it looked on the video. So it doesn't look like a house, that. I'm looking at that thing on the right now. It doesn't look like a house. But then also it doesn't look like anything. It looks like it might be abandoned. Or maybe it's like a pump room or something like that. Oh, Mateboy's waiting for us nicely. But yeah, Google Maps reckons it's a beach. But whether it is or not in the summer, I don't know. It could be completely different here in the summer. There's another bridge on the left of us now. But I definitely need to, when I'm home, because I've ordered a few bits. Obviously I haven't been home for weeks, so I'm going to try and get home and then try and get some things done. I'm trying to get a mount for the GoPro for the side window, because I kind of want one on the front windscreen, one on the side window, and then I want to try and get a mount where I can mount it so you can have a view from the bed, so you can see like the whole of the cab, rather than just outside the window. So it gives you more of a feel that you're in here and all that. So yeah, it's roads are all nice and tight. Look at that thing. What is that? Sounds like a tractor. But yeah, we're going to head basically down this route. It's all lorry signed, so it's one way in, like I said, and one way out. But it's quite a nice area, really. It's just little towns and villages and stuff like that. We're going to plan to get through Austria today. I'm not sure whether that's going to happen or not. Basically, you've got to be off the road in Austria by 10 o'clock. So if we can get through Austria tonight, park up, and then start tomorrow afternoon or something, then we might be a bit better for. It's a bit hit and miss really. We don't have to be there until Thursday night at 10 o'clock. So I've got like 4 days. It doesn't take 4 days. You can do it in like 2. But it's whether they'll actually tip me 2 days early, and I don't really want to sit around. So I'd rather like not be tired, make myself tired by working all night tonight. But then also Germany and that is so much nicer to drive in the night time. So I don't know what that says. It says roundabout maybe. I don't see a roundabout there. But yeah, nice little villages. Stand up shouting at me. There was a police car coming. I haven't seen a police car in all. Oh, another Fiat Panda there. That one's like mint green. I just don't get why you wouldn't own one if you lived here. Like, because you ain't going very far. Oh, he's turned his lights off. They drive around with their like blue lights on constantly. Oh, I just got someone up. We're going down the SP3 now, which is the road that runs back down the mountain. So fingers crossed, we'll be alright. Talk about convenient. Thank you very much. Oh, there's a shine on that.
I'm so gone, no I'm never turning back. I won't stop, I'ma fight until there's nothing left. It's so on, you're gonna be hurting bad, cause I've been to hell and back. You don't wanna make me mad, I stay strong, you will never see me crack. And if you get in my way, you're gonna feel the wrath. Gotta say it to my face while he's looking back. Mirror breaks after math, when I hate I attack. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. 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 Don't be scared. Just give me up. Don't be scared.
Good afternoon. You joined me in Germany. We've travelled through the night last night till about midnight, and we've parked up, had 9 hours off, and then we just headed through, done 4.5 hours driving, just had a 45 minute break, and now I'm just heading up the road. My plan is to pop into Luxembourg. I've been to Luxembourg once, which was in the night, so I'm looking forward to doing that in the day. So I'm going to check that out, have a little stop at the border services, have a little wander around because I've got a little bit of time to kill. So going to do that, then I'm going to head just outside of Luxembourg, park up for the night, and then I should be within about 3 hours or so from Calais. So I'll have 11 hours off then, and then I'll head down in the morning towards the boat. We're going to be at least a day early for the delivery, so I need to look into that and work out whether that's going to be a problem or whether they'll take that a day early. The delivery is in Warrington, so we've got a few hours to drive once we're UK side, but that will probably be tomorrow around lunchtime sort of time, so we'll see how we get on with that. But yeah, I really like this road compared to... So I've been switching up the last couple of times I've come back from Slovenia. The first time I went down around Munich and Frankfurt, Cologne and all that sort of stuff, and then down to Liège. Whereas the last time I went across to Stuttgart and then down and around towards Liège. Whereas this time I'm going to Stuttgart and then down over into Luxembourg, which it's all quite similar mileage. Luxembourg probably works out to be the most expensive route because you got to pay the extra 12 euros that it is, but the fuel is a lot cheaper there, so I'm going to be stopping and filling up with some fuel. So we'll do that, which will be spot on, which we can do at the border crossing. So we'll cross into the border, stop at the AS24 garage, grab some fuel, have a little wander around the shop there, and then head up the road and yeah, hopefully get parked up. But this route is definitely a lot more scenic. Yeah, the weather's not that great today, but we've not got any rain or anything yet, so which is good. But there's lots of vineyards around here. It's quite hilly. Those are little small towns, sort of like, looks like you could probably get away with parking. There's quite a lot of German towns where I've seen like lots of lorries just sort of parked on the sides of roads and stuff. So yeah, looks like you might be able to get away with parking in these sort of areas, which would be pretty cool. But yeah, the plan is just trundle along, like I said, and see when we get there. We've got the adaptive cruise control on because we're obviously on a single track road, so we're just sort of going with the flow of traffic. It keeps going like 2 lanes, 1 lane, 2 lanes. So a bit like, reminds me of the 303, but just with less traffic and carnage at the bits where it goes to 1 lane again. But yeah, it's a nice enough road, and we're just going to see how it goes. I should, if I remember, I'm going to jump back on when I get to Luxembourg and show you guys around the Luxembourg services. We won't be in Luxembourg for very long because it's not actually that big. I don't think the drive across is like less than half an hour or so. So I'll confirm that later on. But yeah, I shall see you guys in a bit. Hello, we've just got into Luxembourg. I want to say new country, but it's not a new country. I've been here once before, but never this way. Basically, I've come over, I've screwed it up a little bit. I came over the bridge into Luxembourg from Germany, pulled off to go and get fuel at the AS24 garage, and then it was like a really wiggly road, and it said 3.5 ton and all this sort of stuff when I was coming back on. So I went the wrong way, so I had to go back over the bridge into Germany to turn around, come back over to Luxembourg, which wasn't horrendous. It only took about 5 minutes. So then I've stopped, changed over my taco to Luxembourg, and we've got, I think, like I say, it's probably about half an hour, maybe to an hour of travelling through Luxembourg. Got about an hour and a half left of drive time for the day. So one of the lads has just sent me a location for a truck parking. Should be within 4.5 hours drive to Calais for the morning. So we'll get that 4.5 hours done. We'll get to Calais, get a boat over tomorrow, and then we should be plain sailing up to Warrington. This is quite a steep hill. We're currently doing 25 miles an hour. But mate boy is obviously very heavy, because we could probably go faster than this in the old V8. But yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna have a look around here. Might put the GoPro on if there's anything interesting. Still planning on stopping at one of the shops. Apparently there's a massive shell garage with loads of cool stuff, so we're going to check that out. We've got a little bit of spare time. But yeah, we're currently 5 hours 14 minutes from Calais, so we've got 45 minutes of driving will bring us down to that 4.5 hours driving bracket for tomorrow. I don't really want to be having a break before we get to Calais, so fingers crossed we don't come across any tractors or any farming protests, etc. But yeah, it looks like we're just coming out of the tunnel now. Still grey, and it's obviously getting a bit darker now, so hopefully we can get in front of this guy, because I don't mind going. I'm all for one, for, as I say, trundling along, but not at 30 mile an hour. But yeah, so that's it. We are in Luxembourg. There's a sign there on the right hand side, and there's lots of transit routes around here, so you can only transit down certain roads at certain times, stuff like that. So that's all fun to remember. Coming out, we're just going to go past this guy here. Not sure on the rules on overtaking over here. I don't know if it's the same as Germany, where they have lots of no overtaking signs and stuff like that, but I haven't seen any so far. So like I say, we'll just get in front of this guy, and then we can get back to doing a around. I've been doing around 84 kilometers today, just because normally that's the speed you catch up with people, and you just sit on cruise control, adaptive cruise control, and just sort of just go with it. But yeah, I shall catch you guys at the services. So here we are at this massive Shell garage. It's literally huge. So this is a Shell garage in Luxembourg. I'm just going to pop in there, have a little nosy round in the shop. It's got Mackies and everything. Got cash machines, showers, toilets, the whole lot. So guys, we jumped back in the truck after stopping at the Shell garage, and we headed down the road into Belgium. I've just parked for the night, which has cost a total of €12.40 at this place, truck centre. So ordered a steak with small fries and a peppercorn sauce, minus the €10, so the parking actually cost €2.40, plus a steak which cost €8.45, so basically €10 to park for the night and have a steak. So can't complain with that. Got to wait for this buzzer to go off. Yeah, look at this place. Just had a shower, which costs €3, so all in we're looking at about €13 to have a shower, to park and have a steak. So I don't think we can complain about that. And some of the food looks really good here. They do chicken wings, they do meatballs, there's a full bar and everything. So I shall post a photo of my steak in a second. So guys, we're on the boat. They're just preparing all the food ready for the next lot of people. I'm just going to have a walk through the lounge of the drivers. We're just pulling into Dover. Left this video a bit late. Yeah, so we've got the driver's lounge, which has got a whole area for both just chilling out and eating. And then we've got a driver's showers, male and female. And you're outside deck. As you can see guys, it's probably noisy now because of the wind, but I've got the microphone in, so hopefully it works. You can see we're just coming into Dover Port now. Good morning guys. You're joining me from the M6 motorway, and as you can see on that sign there, there's 2 lanes closed due to an accident. We've been doing really well this morning. We're basically trying to, obviously we're still doing our delivery from Italy. So the plan is there's one bit of paperwork that says we're booked in at 10 o'clock tonight, but I'm going to try and flag it because obviously it's 6:22 in the morning and I'm going to be there in the next hour. So fingers crossed I can just play the whole I didn't know what time I was booked in card, and then they'll have a space and they'll tip me. If not, then I'll just park up outside, have break until they're ready, and then yeah, go from there, which is annoying, but it's one of them. I think we're out this weekend. There's talks of going up to Scotland and loading out for France, so that could be fun. But yeah, I'm going to need to get a 24 in at some point, probably be Friday into Saturday, because the cakes load Sunday. So yeah, exciting times, eh? But yeah, we've come over on the boat. Haven't done really a little bit. There's a little snippet of being on the boat that will be in this video. But the other bits of the video that I did was for my Calais to Dover crossing video. So if you haven't seen any of those videos on how to cross the channel, then please do check out that video if you're interested. It's more of like a tutorial on what to do and what not to do. Like I said earlier on in this video, that's sort of the plan now that I might try and do a bit more often, is do a little bit of just help other people if I can. But yeah, whether it'll be helpful or not, let me know if it helped you or whatever. But yeah, what we're going to do now is hopefully get through these roadworks, get this delivery off, find out what we're doing next, and then depending on what that is, I might sum up this video now and just do a short one for the end of this week, or we might run into the weekend with a video in. I'm not entirely sure. Boss man said that he's possibly coming up in the truck as well at the weekend, so it might be for a bit of an adventure and a few beers or something. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But if there's anything exciting going on the road in a second, I'll jump back on, but if not, I shall see you in a bit. I couldn't quite work out what was going on. There was an unmarked police car and it had all its lights on and that, but it was like nearly in the barrier, and I don't know if it actually was hitting the barrier. It looked like the airbags had gone off. You can see a normal car here on the right reversing, and then that there is a unmarked police car and he's in the barrier and the airbags are on the side, so it said pass in the back window. So whether there had been an accident involving the police and that car, I'm not entirely sure, but I hope everyone's alright. Good afternoon, guys. So this is what I'm currently dealing with. One of the pallets has decided to collapse, so we've had to go to an off-site place to try and fix it before going to the delivery tonight. The boss is going to come and take the trailer instead, and I'm going to do something else. It's not ideal, but the pizza box has been stacked so high, it's obviously collapsed. So guys, that is us. We sorted the pallet out of pizza, pushed it back up, sorted it out, it should be tip top with the bars in place. Left that for boss man. Picked up another trailer from another colleague, empty, and just running up to Wakefield. As you can see, there is quite a lot of snow here. It's like they've had, well, just before this rain that we've got now, it looks like they might have possibly had quite a big snow storm thing. The M1 is apparently a lot busier in a minute, which is not ideal because I was meant to be there at 4 o'clock. I'm not going to get there till 4:30 as it is, and then my Google Maps is saying that there's big delays and then there's roads shut and all that sort of stuff, so we're going to have to see how well that goes. But we're just basically going up to load for a load to go up to Scotland. We're either loading at, well, we were either meant to load at 4 today or 1 o'clock in the morning, so we'll see what happens. But you can see how wet it is, and fingers crossed it doesn't all freeze tonight. But yeah, obviously been accidents because the speed's coming down. I don't know what these people are doing. You just got to be so on it in this sort of weather, because people just seem to do really stupid stuff and I don't understand why. Like, it's when they squeeze in between tiny gaps, and it's like, mate, like, I'm not going to stop if I wanted to. Like, now you've gone in that gap, like, it's never going to happen. But yeah, so basically that's that. We're going to get loaded, fingers crossed. Hopefully we get there, hopefully we can get loaded. We hopefully don't get any more traffic, and then yeah, if there's any more snow once we're off the motorway, I might jump on and yeah, do a video to show you guys the snow again. Good evening, guys. We're all parked up now. It's actually starting to rain quite heavily now, so you can see that, but the snow seems to have cleared up across the road before I get run over. Now it's just turning to slush, so hopefully it doesn't get too cold tonight and then all freeze up, because that is not what we want. I'm basically having another 7 hours now of rest. I've been parked for 2 hours. I'm doing a 9-hour rest tonight, and then I'll be loading at about 1:30 in the morning to load up to go to Scotland. So we've got these massive sections of buildings in on real low trailers. It'll be quite interesting to return them. But yeah, so we're basically just popping into the services to use the toilet and the facilities before going to bed. Like I say, it's like sleet rain. It's not good. It's pretty cold. But yeah, I just wanted to summarise this little video. Obviously, we started off in Italy, and then we're finishing off here. I'll do a bit more over the weekend while we're in Scotland and that, and we should be parked up with Boss Man for the weekend. That's alright, no worries. So yeah, so I shall catch you guys in a bit. Yeah, so that's it, like I say, for this video. I just wanted to jump back on because I cut you short a bit there. I just want to say thank you very much for watching my videos, and appreciate everything that everyone's doing, liking, subscribing, commenting. Anyone wants to see anything in particular again, let me know. I'm also just trying not to fall over on the snow and ice, and it's very wet. But yeah, so I'll see you in the next one.